Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the...
Let the magic begin! Let the magic begin!
This world is full of...
The first time we came here. Oh, Paimon remembers! So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing. Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahida won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe...
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, but never mind.
I just finished. That's when I saw you two all the way over there. Chatting. Huh? Can't say I was bumping into you like, hey.
Thanks, but...
Sounds good. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon...
I see. Though...
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida? Oh!
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Goodbye, Dia! Bye-bye, Sumeru! Fontaine's port! Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here, just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful... Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Well, to learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a trap.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden...
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi. Really? Like,
Well, good tales are often based on true story. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here.
but
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the chief.
you're a trees? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, wait.
Oh, that's easy.
I think in that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a.
No.
That's right.
First time. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might...
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at that. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her. Hello there.
Huh? I'm fine.
Oh, okay then.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just a...
You're pointing at the sea.
No, people call the waters around Fontaine, and no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, he would skip and jump, toss, but now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. And we'll...
Sorry.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh,
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyney, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right.
So, what did one...
Oh, that. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies... Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not...
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it as...
Oh! Alright then. Well, by the way, we were just getting...
So you're going to see Lady Freminet? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you. Please, follow me. You said you were going to see Lady Freminet? Well, it seems Lady Freminet has come to see you.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration! If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, 2 unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now,
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still...
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Freminet here. What a surprise. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Freminet? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Freminet came here to...
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Freminet would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this...
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to put... According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Freminet. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then...
My apologies, Lady Freminet. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Lyney! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Lyney, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was...
Huh? I'm not sure what to think.
Amusing. Very amusing, Lyney. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy.
Performance? You see all this as a...
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not... But when there are valid grounds, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Lyney and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Just like that! She's gone! Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Freminet is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lyney. It sounded like you'll be performing.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette, it will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine.
But isn't the opera house where criminal trials are held?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of...
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the opera house anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your... This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so...
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But... in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, as a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the Thanks. Please, also thank the magician.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy?
what? You mean you don't believe in the prophet?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also... The story says that people once lived in the ocean. As time wore on, people desired to live on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater, they'll die! You...
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved...
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still... Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge.
You should still take it. You never...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that... if I start...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was yes, but that will...
Is there anything else you need to do before...
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing...
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many?
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
I can't wait to give her my...
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect romaritime flowers.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. Maybe next time you'll feel like...
No way. I'm in...
Fine. Though the...
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps you two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right,
Take it easy. Take it easy.
This is the spot where Lyney wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction! What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lyney caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she...
No, that was all. Anyway, I should...
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right.
I saw the
Oh,
I'll be all right.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get...
But at least we were able to get...
what a slippery...
All right.
Take it easy.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around!
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
What?
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on.
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Lyney? And his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Amazing! You recognized everybody almost immediately!
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day! Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some favor?
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well,
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
that's right.
These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed.
So, what is the...
That's right. The first and ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without... But the scariest part is that to this day, many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has something...
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Please don't imagine that, Lyney.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well.
I have an interview to get...
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start.
This is our current abode. Ah, Freminet, you're home. Where did everyone else go?
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Freminet. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Lyney, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Freminet? Do you have something to tell me?
Hmm.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets.
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Freminet, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago?
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up.
What's wrong, Freminet?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. It rained for longer than I suspected.
Was there something you need?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House. What is it, Freminet? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Freminet can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Freminet has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all! Don't worry, we're on the case!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Oh, no need! This will be a walk in the park for us!
Take it easy.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh, no!
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. No need, but they
Whoa!
I can't say for sure, but who knows?
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really...
Why use your...
But where does a big machine like that get its...
well... But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of...
Huh? How can trials produce...
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details. When a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was but... Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these... Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, thing, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it's still...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking...
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month?
Yeah, but...
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the...
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, what if Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid...
You're from Northland Bank. But we said...
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but either way you look at it.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid it.
Hey, you! Northland...
Don't interrupt. It's not often...
You kidding? Listen to me.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh.
Hey! That's way over the line! Alright!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with them, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses. Shouldn't let your guard down. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, what's your deal, bro?
Oh. Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have...
So what are you doing?
Well, I guess it's because...
Huh?
But recently... That is a... I can't remember if I... It was during that time I learned... She was always... One time, because I had a whale...
But what is it?
She never explained that. In my dream...
A whale? Oh,
it takes that
So you used the whale as in... So why don't you...
You make it sound... But it's been years now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm... Oh.
What?
No.
Official
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to the champion duelists are so engaging. And the worst case, though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. So really...
So...
Apparently, besides, apparently the one
Well, that's child...
Oh, before I forget,
Huh?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty up... Besides...
Paimon knows what you're up to. That sneaky guy. He said he's been... Well... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? Sorry. The whodunit's here. It's so exciting to reach the Lyney said that the opera house is on Aeneas, so let's go ride the aquabus.
Looks like we're running out of type 3 screws.
Feel free to check the Aquabus map and schedule for details.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself. The destination of the current tour is Erinias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese. If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned a new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and...
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy.
I guess if there are, kid.
Maybe this is one of the
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine. Lyney asked.
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
I see. In fact,
It's because of it.
when do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon...
Then you should understand that tears contain your like I just mentioned. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. So maybe what you heard was the intent.
So, what did the voice say? Huh.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lyney might help.
Oh, right.
Traveler in Paimon, good to see you.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world.
But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your...
Ooh, front row seat.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep...
Hey, Lyney! Could you come over here and take a look at the...
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there.
Yeah, we'll just go to...
Go!
Oh, these should be our seats. Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty. Ah, you little...
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, wait, that's not it, Paimon's. Sorry, Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk. Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also...
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Lyney would like to be my friend, I would be...
Oh, so you're not friends with Lyney, then. Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your and as required by
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Lyney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your...
Wait,
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite... I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Huh? Oh, it's Freminet, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied...
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has...
Yay! The show is finally about to start! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Lyney. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do it? Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still... To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentional.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her.
Thank you everyone. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared... The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all net... So, for my next trick, I will require the Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do that? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lyney have actual superpowers?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number select. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Merope.
Oh.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalette?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38!
Mr. Lyney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the net. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lyney doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25!
What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now.
8!
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
What happened? Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice!
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before!
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of... Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a...
That can't be right! How could Lyney do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time! We can even hear his voice! Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances! He couldn't possibly mean catching himself!
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Freminet, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lyney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally.
But what Lady Freminet said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth, that's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Lyney, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we... Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met, but with Lyney's help, our little duel ended in a draw. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the
It wasn't a draw.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Freminet has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Lyney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot outlander can...
Lyney!
Sorry about everything that happened just now.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer? Good to hear. Thank you. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was... As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette!
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to... But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first.
Well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lyney.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating area.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is up! Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Freminet
Huh?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Lyney's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props. As well as you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cal. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Lyney is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but...
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the... I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you... Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just any way you may investigate...
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made prepper... Why would it be him?
Go ahead, have a look around.
So this is the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler? Whoa. Look! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit... Wait, but...
I see that you're investigating the area. If you find any new and interesting...
We don't have to... The thought?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lyney's trick. I'm of the opinion, and when the pyrotechnics went off...
Wait.
Perhaps the balance... Oh, that's...
That does remind...
The investigation...
See?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lyney and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Lyney used... Well,
It turns out, I'm sure you already... In other words...
That much...
That you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lyney.
The seats were all booked in advance. Sure. Her name is Halls. Apparently, the magic troupe. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all. That's how it seems. I'll need to be... It is of utmost...
Yes, both of you.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From mediating, and I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call...
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm...
Huh?
My apologies, demoiselle.
No, okay. All merely trifle. That's right. Judging from...
Really? But...
Intuition. Natural. Farina sure would... But... Anyway.
Sounds...
Well, what's your... All right.
Wait a minute.
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a
Well...
And why would that be?
Mostest, no matter how... And if that can...
All right, now.
Wait! That's more like.
Far be it from you wish.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like.
I have nothing to.
Oh.
We'll be making some.
Sorry.
Were you all.
Yes. So, the missing girl,
How can you be.
Well, I couldn't see, but still, we met.
So, it's safe to say. Alright, thank you for your help. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lyney's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, pink.
Understood.
Very good.
You may spare the...
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosu. And these are my companions. Would you mind?
Oh, new.
Well, let's.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform.
Weren't there?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it?
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it. The 2 magic... See this flatbed? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So.
Precisely.
So that's how.
Once the box was... the audience member would only...
Right!
Ah, yes. My assistant and...
And what about.
I was in the mezzanine.
Oh.
That's how we were able to coordinate Lyney's...
I mean, we are twins. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only...
So that's how it all worked! Wow.
Lynette would briefly... and then I walk out... But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member.
We really don't know.
If not for that, and yet, could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Lyney and Lynette are not permitted.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappoint.
Thanks, everyone. We're...
Like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a.
Whatever.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which.
Oh! Paimon knows! And here's a broken...
Oh, her clothes are here.
Right. Ugh. What is this place?
It seems someone...
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in... Oh, you're right! Let Paimon... Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've asked her. Let's find a place.
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the
They believe the guards.
So the tunnels become...
In other words,
Charges?
That's right. This is how it... That's right. The statement, to put it simply...
this also precludes any...
Once both then...
Huh?
In practice, because...
There can... And even if that were...
I'm ready to break...
Of course. I just hope you...
In that case, let's just sort out our finding... I mean, what...
Breaking up. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait. You're carrying...
Yes?
I have eggs...
These three are quite the... From the way you had these two guys carrying... But you ended up...
I was applauding.
And I was giving in...
Don't underestimate... Anyway.
Only...
Well...
Tea is ready to be served. No need for...
All right, then. However, the magician...
Exactly! Why would...
The flower vase resulting in the... Perhaps the...
Paimon thinks them...
But...
Could Halls...
That's right. And even if she... Nor does she have...
From the sound, you're macro... What?
Please don't worry about it. At my...
Besides, Paimon knows that if... Wait! Even you don't believe... If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons...
All right, Maloose, set up the... Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly!
As you wish.
And I have...
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know. It would be...
Alright,
it was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I...
Alright, it's time to put our heads together.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects. Besides...
Thanks, Navi.
Best of luck to...
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how...
To be honest?
No.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected. But don't let that stop you. I shall be
Since both firstly...
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Lyney. In that case, you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stand.
Yes, that...
In that case...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lyney is clearly... There is no way you could have been in the box.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that...
Oh, is that...
The roaring countdown...
And... No, I see.
Huh?
Hey!
Yeah, I was right, Black.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened...
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what...
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that one. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that need... The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the... good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is...
Hey, Lyney! Why didn't you tell us this
Order! Order! Mr. Lyney, allow me to re-establish first. When are these claims... Please answer my question.
I'm sorry. Yes.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the...
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary? They're already...
The defendant deceived their own attorneys.
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Lyney's defense even after knowing what you do now? In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy...
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry, Travel.
Yeah.
Paimon just knew it. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you... Not to set the wrong tone or anything.
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word, but our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very...
Right now, we want to save...
That's right. I knew if it weren't for our respect, that's why I didn't wish to flat out. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent... Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, you met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. But still, I'm asking you to trust me.
Sorry. Please.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer.
Of course. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath. From that moment on, Lynette...
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. So, after
That air vent was created during the...
Well, what should have been that voice seemed on the way back. After that...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear...
Because of that
That's the only way.
So, it was never my... But, like I...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow follow your lead however you choose.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are if we want to refute the Hydro... Huh?
Both parties have returned to their positions. When last we left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Freminet as fact. Therefore, Lady Freminet...
That took long enough. Now that at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective. As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and he did not realize that the sound... Finally, he used the vase at this time. Cowl so Lyney proceeded afterward. Lyney passed. And there you have it. That's the...
Does the defendant's side have any of
the key to refuting Lady Fer... Seems this won't produce a particularly effective Seems... Seem... According to Lyney... Lyney went to the room that contains the Oratrice's... Lyney did not...
When the countdown started, but he immediately used... Once he reached the crime scene! Finally, he... Paimon did it!
In other words, you believe...
That's right! If that's the case, assuming that what you say is...
Oh, that...
That's right, you tell him! And that's why... Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time... You're saying that he wasn't?
Sure we don't need to give this more thought? That's right! This means the same...
To think you'd use such luck. Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Halsey is the missing... The deceased's name...
That can't be...
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did, and how he went from wood... No one entered or The sound we heard may have come from a clash between... Halsey's clothing. It would have been tough for... The deceased's name... Lyney was not in the... Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for... Halsey's clothing... The deceased's name is... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. No one entered or... Lyney was not in the Halsey's clothing was...
What's wrong, Traveler?
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick...
If only we...
Well, that would be nice, but it's not like this is a magic trick.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lyney was not in the tunnel at... The sound we heard may... The deceased's name... The vase was not...
Lynette, if there's a...
How could a person magic trick?
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of... Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an... Guards!
We are still examining the... We discovered several test tubes of fluid within the notebook in his back.
The primordial...
The note's contents also indicate that the notebook has one of these two. The notes also... As such, we believe...
You've got to be kidding!
Could something so...
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain...
If people can become water, does that mean that... Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your...
Let's go. Just...
Order! Oh! Still. Guards. Mr. Lyney.
Of course. If we uphold this...
Right! Like the metal hut! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that...
The water from the The rope that held the water... Lynette was in the magic... I remember the rope that held the water from the water from the primordial sea. The rope that held the water tank up. The deceased's name. The deceased's name. Now it seems like the water from the
In the original plan, when the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook when the balloon afterward, but...
That actually...
Now, it seems like his notes mentioned he—
On that note, I shall now invite—
Thank you, Your Honor. And we
What?
That can't be. Does this not, my dear? Lyney did not need to take part in the having made modifications that upon him. Ultimately, he not now as much. Am I right?
We've used up all the. Is this the end of the rope?
Oh no. Seems.
I think we've all. I believe this is indeed. Now then, my.
Excuse me,
Miss, I must—
Oh, come on. I'll show you an amazing. What?
No offense, miss.
Come on now, don't be. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them one? And wouldn't such a. Come on, but as the magic makers and stars of the show.
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry.
Wait.
To be clear, I was hiding out. I was just feeling. Where should I begin? Firstly, my name is. I heard that. That's how I make a living. But I was.
Hey! No wonder you look familiar. Lyney even.
Well, and he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. So I wasn't going. There. I slipped out.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, had I known.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear.
This time, we. Hmm. 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 The strange sound. Hmm. The flower. Hmm. Hmm. Lillian was.
And it's having been her panic only in hearing the commotion. He did not know that mistakenly, but the two broke with no way of escape.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped two of them right under our noses. Talk about.
At this point, all the.
So rather.
Now then, Lady. Please answer.
What? No, I have no further.
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, with some modifications to the selector to cover up any evidence while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of he poured the water. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel. If all had gone to plan, realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the however, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked on Lillian according to her own. As for Lyney, from this
Hooray, Lyney and Lynette!
While there is much in Lyney, and this case at least, can be handed as such.
Great work.
Thank you all. Thank you so.
Next, how did you...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that... I'm sure you know...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a...
We were supposed to play.
And now that your plan... Therefore you...
Yes, our boss. It can also be... We've been in...
And now he can no longer talk.
Such rude.
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Lyney...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you... but still. I guess. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motive. As for why that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your...
That's right. Back when our parent to survive, I took my sister to my surprise before long.
So you went from...
That was how we felt it, but he would come.
That doesn't seem...
After I waited the answer he...
Oh no.
As far as outsiders are concerned, I managed to ferret out the all I saw...
So...
That's right. Father, the House of the... I was hesitant, but she was also...
Oh... So...
She has gained
So...
That's right. Today's case has all of us helped to us orphan.
So... From small D...
It's alright. I just hope you if you should need anything at all...
Bye, Lyney!
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for...
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do... Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides! And...
I see. Sorry.
Don't say that.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having... Wait.
Huh?
Well, anyway, it would just be...
You don't have to...
Oh, wonder...
All right, then.